Welcome back to part 2 of the What's On Inspire show. Let's rejoin Tommy D and myself live on Fabulous 103 FM.
Broadcasting live in Patio, 24/7. Fabulous 103 FM.
And you're back with Fabulous 103 FM and, of course, Dan from Inspire.
Hi.
Sorry about those sound problems we had before.
Okay, well, I think it's a good thing if people couldn't hear me.
Well, we can certainly hear you now.
Okay, well, that's good because I've got lots to talk about still, as per usual. And jumping straight into it, I don't know if you're a film buff, but I quite like films, and I like the early films, probably a bit tacky. Van Damme, Bloodsports.
Oh, yeah, Jean Van Damme.
You remember?
I liked him until he got done for snorting cocaine. Then I kind of went off him a bit.
Ah, okay. All right, well, this was back in his heyday when every film he liked, I think I was a teenager, so reenacted every fight scene. But in the film Bloodsports, there was a competition called the Kumite.
All right.
Now, I realised some months ago, actually, in Patio Klang, that I went past one of the gyms, and it was the Kumite headquarters. So for this being my boyhood dream, you know, the thing I looked up to, and pals in the playground would fight in our own Kumite, I didn't realise that the headquarters were here. And what they've got, and this is a real big one for anyone that's into martial arts, and that can be even a passing interest, by the way, and wanting to get into it. It's the World Kumite Camp that's been advertised globally. So I was quite pleased when I picked this event up for guys listening locally.
This is for people who want to learn how to beat people up in different ways.
Or learn the range of martial arts, because what the Kumite was, is it harnesses and brings together some of the best qualities from the different ranges, you know, karate, kung fu, Muay Thai.
Grasshopper.
Whatever they are. Trying to show that I was tough, but that's about the limit of what I know.
Where is it?
Okay, right. Well, what you need to do is go down to Patio Klang to get your tickets, because there's a number of floors there, and that's where it's going to be held. It's 1 week. It starts on Sunday, the 1st of February. Okay, we're a little bit early, 7-8 days, but I want people to get down there and get their tickets. It sounds expensive initially. It's $250, which on my conversion yesterday was 8,200 baht. But that gives you 7 days of being trained by some of the best fighters from different courses. And at the end of it, there's a tournament. So I'm not quite sure where that's heading. It might put people off if they think they've got to step into the ring and prove what they've learned.
I'm sure what they'll do is match people to people of similar levels. So they're not going to put somebody who's like... I have to tell you, Goldfinger, who's on our evening shows,
yeah,
he was a top Dan in the UK in his youth. He was one of the top in the martial arts. Absolutely. And you wouldn't put somebody like me up against him. Yeah. But you'd put somebody else with similar skill levels. I'm sure they balance them out. A bit like leagues. So yeah. If you went to there, I'm sure they'll put you, like me, you know, because I'm hard. They'll match me with somebody else that's of equal.
Well, so us two will probably be in the top level, won't we, I'd imagine, with Bruce Lee and people like that.
What else have we got coming up this weekend?
Okay, we haven't spoken about golf yet. Sometimes we should do, because there's 20 golf courses within 50 kilometres.
That's one of the benefits of Patio, is that we have so many golf courses. People come here and they can golf at a different golf course every day for 3 weeks.
Yeah, and different styles of golf. You know, I'm going to show my naivety here, but there's links courses here and there's European-style courses, and some of these courses are actually designed by some of the best in the business, such as Jack Nicklaus. Now, I thought, well, let's have a look and see what's going on in the golfing community and just touch on 2 events. The first one is on Thursday, the 29th of January, and it's the Billabong Golf Club competition. If you head down to Mapchan Lake, secure your place at the bar there. Apparently that's quite a nice social one for guys that are just getting into their golf, hence why I thought I'd talk about it. And the other one is an event that's been going probably some 4 or 5 years now. It's the Patio Amateur Golf Series, and that's going to be at the Mountain Shadow Golf Club. That's Wednesday, the 28th. If you want to find out about that, go onto Facebook and search Patio Amateur Golf Series, and they'll show you all their events that are coming up. Or go down to Patio Car and Rental on Prattamac Road and speak to the event organiser, Shane Ruddle. So there you go, there's 2 golf events for next week, Wednesday and Thursday. Why not go and try one of these courses, and maybe you'll catch the bug yourself?
Sounds like a winner, doesn't it? It sounds like a busy... There's a lot of things going on this week, if you think about it. Tonight, Bastian Baker at the Hard Rock Cafe will buy you a drink. Tomorrow, you've got one of the biggest social events as they launch...
the Riviera in Jomtien.
Exactly. Sunday, you've got the bed race. Yes. You've got the opportunity to learn about kung fu type things. Okay. Yeah. And all the golf events as well. Yeah,
so it could be a very different week for you.
Where else would you want to be than Fun City?
I can't think. And where else matches Patio for the complete range and diversity of things that you can do?
No one. Nowhere.
I don't
This
think so.
is the city of fun. Dan, thank you so much for being with us.
Okay,
And we'll see you again next week.
Yeah, bye.
Fabulous 103. More music, more shows, more news, and more mayhem.
Okay, thanks for that, Tommy. I'm now joined by Martin Carlisle for Inspire, yet again.
Good morning.
Morning, to help us with, I mean, there's an abundance of things going on in Patio as always, so I do need your help. Has it been a good week?
It's been very busy this week. There's been a lot of filming, a lot of showroom openings, and it's always been busy for Inspire.
No rest for the wicked, eh?
No.
Okay, well, let's crack on then for Patio, because we've got a lot of things coming up in this show today. First of all, the new Nordic Bistro, which is in Soy 4 Pratamnak. They've got a new piano bar show with Mr. Sven Finstad. It's every Friday. You've been down to the new Nordic. Why don't you tell people a bit about it?
Yeah, well, it's a whole group of little kind of areas, different pubs and different restaurants down there, nice variety, a nice, clean sort of place to go down and see. So I'm interested in doing a bit of research into the live music.
I think this would be nice because the bistro is right by the pool. So in the evening when the lights come on, it's quite romantic.
Yeah.
So to have someone which they've specially flown over for high season only, by the way, so it's limited time, to play the piano, enjoy some food and a glass of wine. Sounds like my idea for a nice Friday.
And the place is gaining momentum. You know, it seems to be very busy. I'm actually friends on them Facebook, and it's really busy. So maybe that's one you maybe have to do a reservation.
Okay, maybe. Go on to Inspire Patio and you'll get the details. Okay, next thing, and we've been here before, it's the Executive Tower at the Holiday Inn on Beach Road. Yeah. Now, they've just opened the 25th floor, and apparently it's supposed to be the ultimate view. So really, I just wanted to give everyone a heads up that if you want to try somewhere different to enjoy a beer or a glass of wine when the sun's setting, then go down there.
Yeah, there's a lot of places that you can get a good viewpoint in Pattaya, it has to be said, you know. I've not particularly been to that one myself, so I'll be checking out. So unfortunately can't help you with that one, Dan.
But you're always busy anyway.
That one.
Okay, well, one you can help me on is the brand new biker pub, which is on Pratamnak Road next to Matrix offices. Yeah. I know you were down there in the week. Why don't you tell people a bit about that? Yeah,
well, I popped in a few nights ago there to just see what it was all about, greeted by the owner, and I must say the food was very nice, but it's kind of different. I don't know what biker pub grub was going to be, but the guy seemed to be switched on about the quality of the food and stuff. We tried a different selection. Obviously I was making a little kind of feature for Inspire, so I got to try some of the food, and there's a nice ambience in there. You know, he's got it done up with the kind of nice biker type music, and it's an interesting little place.
What was it? Was it full of bikes outside and Harley Davidsons?
Well, they've got a bike on the roof, which is quite nice, you know, and it's right beside the Harley Davidson shop. So I think that's where the guy got the idea, you know, even though he's a biker fan himself. Yeah. But yeah, interesting little one, and it certainly was quite popular when I went in. There was a few people kind of just chilling out and having a nice beer and watching the world go by. Yeah,
I think Patio actually attracts a lot of bikers, because a big event actually, one for your calendar if you're still in Patio, is the Berapa Bike Week, which is back. It's on the 13th and 14th of February. It's in Chayaput 2, which is in East Patio, at the National Sports Stadium. I've never been. Have you been?
You're kidding, you're joking. You have never been. This is a big one in the calendar, you know, absolutely massive. A lot of people, they camp there for the whole weekend. I mean, it can take you a whole day to kind of wander around. There's stalls, there's music, there's shops, there's every type of food you can get, and they've got a massive big stage where they've got like a lot of high. All the big acts have came there. We've had Carabao, we've had Lam Morrison. This year I think they've got a Guns N' Roses guitarist coming this year. So there's a lot of kind of buzz about the place.
So that'll be good. And that's an all day and all evening affair.
It actually runs. It starts kind of on the Friday, but the big days are Saturday and Sunday. But the kind of campers go down on a Friday, you know. Absolutely huge, you know, massive. Spend the whole day there. Great.
Okay, well, let's jump from bikes. There's not an actual natural link here. I was thinking of it. From bikes to barbecue night. And this is at the Marriott Resort, which is on Second Road. At the back of the resort, there's actually a really nice Oasis swimming pool. Yeah. And to the left, there's this sala area, very pretty. A lot of people go and get married down there. Now, every Saturday night, they've got their barbecue evening. It's a premium barbecue buffet, which includes salmon, tuna steak, tiger prawns, rock lobster, ribeye, strip loin, and a lamb rack. So, you know, very top-end barbecue. It's not like my bangers and sausages.
Well, what can you say, except that this is obviously going to be the people that are looking for quality in this town. You know, folk that go to fast food joints need not apply.
No, and I think that's reflected in the price. It's 1,499 plus. Starts at 6 o'clock.
Reasonable, you know, for what you're getting. You know, imagine we were sitting in Europe just now. We wouldn't get McDonald's for that, would we?
Just to pay for the setting.
Yeah, and the thing about the Marriott, obviously, it is an oasis. If you actually look around that area, Pattaya is quite built up. Go inside the Marriott, have a wee wander through and have a look. There's parrots.
I was going to say the parrot.
Yeah, you know, and it's like a jungle in there, in a nice way. But yeah.
So check it out. There's plenty of parking anyway, isn't it? The Royal Garden Plaza next door. Okay, let's stay on food and drink. So there is a link this time. There's a 2-for-1 premium beer offer. So these are beers that have been imported from around the world. So it's unusual to get such a rich promotion on imported. Local, okay. Quite often you'll see that. This is at the wine bar at Patio, which is behind Tukkom. So the best.
I was waiting for you to tell me where it was, because it was like
You were salivating.
Yeah, well, sometimes you know. I should point out Dan tells me nothing before we go on air, so I'm actually waiting. Yeah, where's that?
No, so you're just interested. And it's all in the weekly newsletter, by the way. Yeah, okay. So if you wanted the news, just sign up to that. Go on to the Inspire and you'll get everything. Right, it's on the south side, nearest the beach of Tukkom. Walk back about 200 yards and it opens up this really beautiful restaurant wine bar.
Yeah, it's in a street that's got these strange penguins in the middle of the street. Everybody will know the strange penguins. No idea why.
Yeah, okay, well that offers on. If you can't be asked to go out and eat, so you're sitting in your hotel room, but you might fancy a Chinese, an Indian, a pizza, whatever.
Is that a technical phrase? Can't be asked.
You know, the food could be delivered while they're still listening to us.
Right.
Okay, the other thing is Thai Garden Resort. This is a nice one, actually. It's in Patio North.
Yep.
They do their daily buffets from 6 o'clock, and it's a different genre of food, if that's the right word, every evening, from international to Thai to pizza and pasta to German. That's my favourite. That's on a
You need to go
night.
every night of the week to actually test out every single thing they've got on offer.
Well, it's good because they've even got a salad area and dessert as well. It's 399 baht.
Right.
Well worth checking out.
And I'm also friends on Facebook with the Thai Garden Resort. I think they actually won an award recently. They got like really, really top kind of right.
I think they came within the top 3 for hotels in Thailand.
What more can you say?
So hats off to Rennie and Danilo.
Yeah. And they probably get the same for the food too.
And do stay tuned to a future episode, because I promised them guys that we'll shoot one of these shows around their lagoon. Okay. Which sounds fine to me.
Excellent. Maybe next week.
Bring your swimming trunks. The topless version of the Inspire What's On show. Don't worry, who need not go topless. Okay, well, this promotion actually is from Fraser's, where we're sitting now.
Right.
It was a daily special that he introduced that was so successful that he said, let's carry it on. It's a 225 baht lunchtime special. It's a 150 gram steak served on a toasted baguette with fried onions, tomatoes, chips. Between 11 o'clock and 4 o'clock you can order that.
Right, I think we're in time.
225 baht. Yeah. Where's the owner now? Maybe we can tuck in.
He's actually sitting outside. We'll call him in and get a little view of this.
Well, the other thing as well is you can get a half pint of beer or soft drink to go with it.
Right.
And by the way, if you don't know what to do on a Sunday, come and try their barbecue buffet. Beautiful. Right. We're almost there for Patio. Let's finish on yoga.
Yeah.
It's every Saturday. There's a yoga class, 2 o'clock till 3 o'clock. It's at Tony's Fitness on Third Road. It's free for members. I'm a lifetime member, so maybe I could go and stretch and do my bit. Well, it's 200 baht for non-members.
So we'll expect to see you down there this weekend.
Okay, but you need to go and validate the fact I was there as well.
So, actually, I'll be covering the bed race this weekend, so yeah.
Yeah, okay. I now want to cover sport. It's our new feature. Last week I had a few people that contacted me and said, okay, I'm in Patio, but I also like to keep an eye on what sports are on. And with all the bars and sport, I thought, okay, we have an obligation to keep people informed about what they can do during their time in Patio. So I want to go through actually the sports that are on TV for the week commencing the Saturday the 31st of January and Sunday. Let's start with the early kickoff, which is Hull City versus Newcastle at 7:45 on the Saturday. These are also on the Saturday, all 10 o'clock kickoffs. Stoke City v QPR, Palace v Everton, West Brom v Spurs. I'm a Spurs fan, so it'll be interesting to see how Tony Pulis has got the West Brom team playing since he's joined them. I actually think it's going to be a tough game for Spurs. Sunderland v Burnley, Man United v Leicester City. Don't forget, Leicester City are actually owned and backed by a Thai company, and they're sponsored by King Power, so there's some good connections there to Leicester and the Kingdom over here. Liverpool v West Ham is the final match as well at 10 o'clock. Now the big match even for non-football guys actually, is on Sunday. It's Chelsea v Man City, first versus second, and this could really help decide where the Premiership race goes. That's 12:30 kickoff, so an excuse for you to get down to one of the pubs like Fraser's and have a few beers at the same time. Huge match. And the other matches for Sunday, Southampton versus Swansea at 11 o'clock and Arsenal versus Aston Villa at 8:30. So that's the football. Hope you enjoyed that section because we'll try it again next week. Okay, that's Patio covered. Now let's go over to U in Bangkok and see what her pick of the bunch is for what's happening there.
Thanks, Dan. Here is my top event in Bangkok. First start with Bangkok Farmer Market at the Jazz Wang Hin, run until end of this month. And the second one, if you are like to have a party at night time, you can go to the Nest Phoenix Hotel at Sukhumvit Soi 11 on Thursday, 29 January. So they have their exotic live band show. So if you like, or if you're thinking about event, just thinking about Inspire. Okay, back to you, Dan.
Okay, thanks, Sue. See you again next week. Now, earlier in the week, Martin and I went down to the new showroom launch of the Pacific Bay by renowned developer Nova. And we thought it interesting, especially for you tourists, to ask a couple of expats there why they love Patio so much.
There are many tourist attractions. I won't mention all the names, but places like Non Nuch, the Crocodile Farm, and of course all the wonderful nightclubs in Morgan Street.
If I'm a tourist, first time in Patio, where would you recommend I go?
Probably sit on the beach. It's nice and clean now.
Patio? Beaches? Not sure. Everyone to themselves though. We're not Phuket. Okay, on that note, that's another show over. Goes quick. Hope you liked some of the new features we added. All I can say now is goodbye, and I'll give the sign off to Martin for another week.
Yeah, Dan, I thought we could play out with a little song, maybe 30 seconds or a minute, of the Swiss singer that was played in the Hard Rock Cafe earlier on this week. And I thought we could play out and listen to one of these songs. So,
very nice.
Smashing. See you next week, guys.
Bye.
It is hard to describe how I feel inside. It's even worse to see nobody by my side. It is 4 in the morning, I just shut the TV. I'm going to bed, leaving my dreams on MTV. I got no reason to wake up tomorrow, I can sleep. All day start, something somehow, 'cause sunrise and sunset will come forever. My illness leaves me weak, need a fever, and it is not only a headache, I also feel afraid. I worry all the time, and the panic attacks, I'm scared. I feel like my soul is empty, my life deprived of sense. I always want to scream out as loudly as I can. So it is hard to describe how I feel inside. It's even worse to see nobody by my side. And it is 4 in the morning, I just shut the TV. I'm going to bed, leaving my dreams on MTV. And I'm afraid of the future and I regret the past. Yeah, when I see those old pictures, it's all gone by so fast. Only a quarter of my life up, but all hope is dead. Be confined to an office is not what I had planned. In this abyss of what's to come, I don't know where I stand. Someone should stretch out a rope now, stretch out a rope. I put myself in a big mess, I'm not sure I understand. People talk about what they talk about. So it is hard to describe how I feel inside. It's even worse to see nobody by my side. And it is 4 in the morning, I just shut the TV. I'm going to bed, leaving my dreams on MTV. But money, fame, and fashion, what is it all worth if when you go out you're not happy with your birth? It's now 5 in the morning, I think the song's over. I wonder if I wake up tomorrow, may not be better. It's now 5 in the morning, I think the song's over. I wonder if I wake up tomorrow, may not be better. It's now 5 in the morning, I think the song's over. I wonder if I wake up tomorrow, may not be better, no. It is hard to describe how I feel inside. It's even worse to see nobody by my side. It is 4 in the morning, I just shut the TV. I'm going to bed.